Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Greetings to you from wherever you're watching from and whatever the time is there. My name is Annabelle Benson. I'm the general manager of Corinthia Villa Hotel and I am your Hospitality Edge coach. Hospitality Edge is basically a platform where we share ideas, skills, tips, just generally knowledge on the hospitality industry and about the hospitality industry. However, even if your industry doesn't fall under the hospitality industry, but you deal with clients, you deal with customers, you deal with people, you're a service provider, you're a staff, you're a CEO, whatever category you fall under, I can assure you that you benefit a lot from the videos and the knowledge that we share here. Today, I'm dealing with a topic that is quite, in fact, it's a topic that everybody needs to learn and know what to do. And it is problem solving skills. I said that everyone should have. Normally, if you've watched my previous videos, I normally tune it down to just the hospitality industry. But today, I said problem solving skills that every human being should have, and I've been able to narrow it down to I think about 10 tips. And let's see how many we're able to come up with today for the sake of time. I want to apologize sincerely for my voice. If you've watched my previous videos, you know that this is how my voice sounds. The cold did a strong one on me, but I told myself I will not rid my people of knowledge today because of this voice. I will share what I have to share. So everybody finds themselves in one problem or the other at different points in time. Especially when it has to do with providing services. Everybody always would find themselves in those situations. So there are some skills you need to have to be able to solve basic problem as a person, not just as a hospitality staff now, it will be useful to you in your job, it will be useful to you in your everyday life, basically. And the first point I have here is you must be a critical thinker. Yes, you must be an analyzer. You're able to analyze situations. You must be able to think things through critically in solving problems. The first step is critical thinking. Critical thinking. It helps you separate facts from opinions. It helps you separate. It helps you make the right decisions, basically. So you must be a critical thinker. Like settle down and think about this issue critically, so you know how to solve the issue. The second point is you must have analytical skills. Yes, here I wrote that you must be able to break complex issues into smaller issues to be able to solve it. It normal when you're an analytical thing, when you have an analytical skill, it helps you to identify what the cause of this problem is. Why this topic is very important to me and what formed sharing this topic today. Of course, it's been in the plan, but I met something at work this morning, and that led me to say I think everybody needs to learn something about problem solving in the workplace. Problems must come, they are inevitable, right? But how do you solve them? The second point is analytical skills. You must be an analyzer. You must be able to identify what caused this problem and treat it from the root cause, not just to handle the symptoms, not just to cover it up. Okay, for instance, a guest gets served, and let me give you an instance, and a guest sees a fly in his or her food. The quickest thing to want to do is to quickly say, okay, let's retrieve this food, let's give the guest another food, let's even give the guest complimentary drink, complimentary water, complimentary meal, something just to make up that situation. It's fine, you have solved that situation in the front of the guest, right? But it's important to find out why was there even a fly there in the first place. So that's the second point. You must be an analytical thinker as well. That is, you must have analytical skills. The next point is creativity. In solving problems, you must be very creative. There is no one way to solve every problem. You must be creative, you must be willing to be innovative with your solutions. You must be willing to think out of the box with your solution, come up with new ideas, new perspective, new outlooks to things. It's boring that you solve the problem a certain way today and you're having to solve that problem the same way tomorrow. Remember, you're dealing with different human beings, different problems, different scenarios. So you owe yourself to be creative, to solve different problems in different ways. I will usually tell my staff or people that I train that Every day that I come out to work, I always pray to God for wisdom, a different kind of wisdom for that day. I always hope for a different kind of wisdom for that day because every situation comes with a different twist, and you cannot apply what you applied yesterday to the problem of today. So you must be a creative thinker. The next point is you must possess communication skills, excellent communication skills in solving problems. Why? Because you must be able to clearly express your thoughts, your ideas, your approach, your solution, your investigation with the next person. Having excellent communication skills ensures that you understand, that there's understanding, there's collaboration, and it basically avoids confusion. Yes, it basically avoids confusion. So you must be an excellent communicator. The next point in solving problems is you must be able to work as a team. Remember, we're talking of in the workplace now. You must encourage teamwork. You must be someone that is ready to work as a team because that way, basically, two heads are better than one. Two thoughts are better than one. You can't think alone. Most times as a leader, I might know what I think is the best solution to a problem, but I never do what I think. I must call my team and sit with them, and you find out that you even get a better idea on how you should have done something. So please encourage teamwork in solving problems. As a leader, don't solve all the problems on your own. As an individual, don't try to solve all the problems on your own. Talk to someone else, gather a team together, discuss what do you think we should do, how do you think we should go about it. The next point is you must have decision making skills. Yes, in solving problems, you must have decision making skills because there are a lot of problems that demand that you must make a decision on the spur of the moment, on the go. You don't have the time to call a team. You don't have the time to think too much. You don't have the time to overanalyze. You must have the skill to make quick and proper decisions where you weigh your different options, and then you try to choose the most effective solution to solve the problem. So you must have decision making skills. I'm going to end today here today for the sake of time. I know usually we would not like to watch long videos. I think I should have about 15 points that I've gathered for problem solving skills that everyone should possess. I'm going to end here so that the video is not too long. But in the next video, I'm going to share the remaining 9 points regarding problem solving skills. Like remember I said in the beginning of this video that problems must arise. In fact, I had someone come to my office today and he was like, GM, last week in my department, it was just from one problem to another. He was really worried and he was thinking that I was going to join him to get agitated. And I told him, he was shocked when I told him that problems must arise, but you must learn to solve them properly. You must learn to tackle them properly. You must learn to solve them properly. That's where you've now done a good job or a bad job. But if it's for problems, it must arise. It comes up once in a while, but you must be able to tackle it, and how you tackle it also matters. At this point, I'm going to end this video here, and I'll beg us to please subscribe, please share, please click the notification button so that you know when next we have posted a video. Looking forward to next time. Bye.